Getting better and getting pucks deep, putting the puck deep.
Put pucks in deep.
He's chipping pucks, he's getting pucks deep.
Getting a lot of pucks deep, getting pucks deep.
Just put the puck deep.
Getting pucks out, getting pucks deep.
Get pucks deep, wear them down.
Get pucks in.
Pucks in.
Pucks in deep.
Puck deep.
Pucks deep.
Keep getting pucks deep and, deep.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a very, very long and overdue Pucks and Deep podcast. I'm your host, also known as Brown Vetchkin, also known as Ali. I'm here with the Sleepinator himself, known as Parker. I'm here with D-Dawg, the biggest Jets fan ever. And I'm also here with the Junior C legend, the man who is going to provincial somehow, some way. I'm here with Kylan. Guys, how are we doing today?
Doing
got
good.
a gift in that plan for the provincials.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys got
Notable
gifted.
chokers.
Well, you know what?
Do we want to talk about that semifinal game against Justimere, Game 3?
That sounded like it was a rough one.
Oh yeah, that was a rough one. Yeah, we're not a Junior C podcast.
I just wanted to.
we should be.
Gone and looked at.
just covered
We
Junior
really
C.
shouldn't be,
we
considering
really
I
shouldn't
kind of play at that level occasionally.
Dude,
Occasionally, Devin's on the ice for that level.
If I'm lucky, I get to crack the lineup.
I play at the level. Devin is
What was it? Devin, 30
occasionally.
goals this year?
Fat goose egg.
That's a rough one. How many points did you get this year?
2. I'll take it.
I had
2 assists,
I
man.
think I had 12.
How many games played?
Not very many.
No.
I was
Well, you-
in
over
between
under
getting
20.
hurt. I
under
was
20.
just over 20. But I was in and out of the lineup with injuries all year. My shoulder was fucked.
Walk it off, bud.
Anyways,
If Dakota
just
Joshua can
start
walk off
doing
cancer, you can definitely walk
Walking
off
on
the
my
shoulder.
hands. here.
We're still on that. We're still on the.
Just cut off the testing.
cancer,
Oh,
dude.
guys, also, it is our 20th anniversary today. Congrats.
20th anniversary, the 20th episode.
I was gonna say.
Oh my God! No way.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
He would definitely be the guy to go to his girlfriend and celebrate their 1 week anniversary.
Oh, he's so good.
And be like, our 2 week anniversary, our 1 hour anniversary. Here's a drink, Pookie. He'd say.
Fuck, bro.
All right, Colin, you want to start us off?
That's
Bud? What's
just
the first
pretty
topic? We've got a
close
lot
to
to catch up on
We have a lot
today.
to catch up on. We're going to start off with a very big one. The trade deadline. All the whirlwind
Brandon
of stuff
Tanev
that
is a
happened
Winnipeg
there.
Jet
I
again.
love that deal.
That was a good deal.
That was an
I love that
incredible
guy
deal.
so much.
Honestly, to me, that was the steal of the trade deadline. Like, I think that's the dark horse pick of the
Yeah.
trade deadline. I remember him
He's
in that
looked really
2018
good.
run. That 2018 run in Winnipeg, he was just so freaking good on that front line.
He plays with the right level of physicality. He does what Nino Niederreiter's supposed to do, but Nino Niederreiter's bigger.
He plays very similar to how Lomberg plays, and I love Lomberg.
Lombo's such a fucking beauty. Holy smokes.
Lomberg's a little more on the just there for hitting aspect. Tanev does have the talent.
don't know,
occasionally.
Tanev's like a worse Kiefer Sherwood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's honestly the perfect description for him.
Yeah, pretty much. So the 10 trade happened. Brad Marchand is now a Florida Panther.
Kill me.
Yeah. Miko Rantanen is a Dallas Star.
Let's talk about the Panthers and having their rat line.
Matthew Tkachuk's not coming back. From what I've heard, he's done.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's a very serious injury that he won't be back at all. But if Florida decides to pull my team's strategy and bring him back at playoffs,
That's definitely happening.
No,
that is 100%.
I don't know if Matthew can play.
You don't think so?
dude,
It's bad.
every time I've looked, every source I've seen is he's legitimately
Done
injured.
for the year.
Like done, like they're talking about him being done into next season, like till December next season. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't like him
I've
anyway,
seen
so
a
I'm not
lot of
really
that
tripping.
too.
He's better than Brady in my opinion.
Skill wise, yes.
Skill wise, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. After that,
Of
after
course,
that
You
Four
guys
Nations,
shit
I
a
don't
lot
know.
on Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk's a great player.
I mean, he is a great player.
I don't
and
like
bet,
him as.
And I do bet that
I
off
just don't
ice
like
they're
his
great
face.
guys. I know Matthew Tkachuk
That
is
is
a
a
great guy,
fantastic
off
guy.
ice. And I bet Brady is too. But like
It's
the
the
on ice
play
play, Brady
style.
Tkachuk,
They do their job so well. They're so aggravating.
Their job is to
Especially
piss me
Brady.
off, so.
Brady, just looking at his face makes me want to punch him.
The one thing I will say is I think Brady is a more impactful player, like to a team, but
Yeah.
Matthew is more like skillful impact player. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel like it's a lot easier to say this now that Ottawa's competing for a playoff spot.
Oh, 100%,
at this
yeah.
time in the season, but 100% Brady is more impactful in the sense that he just goes out there and hits people because
it's
fucking
It's the difference
loves
between a
hitting people.
skill-focused power forward and a physicality-focused
And a-
power
in-
forward.
in
Pure
all- in all
90s
honesty-
power forward.
In all
like-
honesty, and this is my opinion, of course, Brady Tkachuk, if he's put on a line with guys who have similar play style with him, plays hockey the correct way. And this is when I say the correct way, I mean going back to before the Snowflake era.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that him and Timmy Stew are on the same line?
That's wild to me.
Oh,
When I
Dude,
say
I
this,
love Timmy Stew,
Polar
but he's
opposites.
a swimmer.
I'm not. When I say the Snowflake era, I mean
Drives me nuts with that shit.
that's what I mean. Like the die that goes on, the extra complaining. Back in the day, it was dump it in, go hard, hit, get the puck. There's not as much hitting unless you're Kiefer Sherwood.
Yeah,
There's not
hits
as,
record, baby.
but there's not as much hits in the game in general
Isn't that
nowadays.
just a single season record though?
Yeah.
Now, I
But-
will
and-
say-
am I wrong?
'Cause Ovi's
Do you guys
dogging down that hits
do you guys
record.
do you guys disagree with me that in generalized in the NHL there is less hitting than it used to be?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
But Brady Tkachuk plays that way. He
When-
goes in, he forechecks hard, he hits hard, and he has skill to back it up. Is it as much skill as someone like, let's say, Sidney Crosby? No, not at all.
Kyle
But he
Connor
has.
has more points than Sidney Crosby.
I don't
Nobody
give a
gives.
shit.
I'm not
That's
saying
fuck.
he's better. I just think that's fucking hilarious.
I'm going to use this to push my agenda that Kyle Connor's a top 10 player in this league.
Dude,
100%.
You guys said that was crazy.
Oh, 100%.
I would take
He's
Connor
This is
over
the
Rantanen
difference.
right now.
He's third in goals.
This
and
is
fifth
the
in points.
difference. The window-licking Irishman on the Jets is on a top league team, top of the league team, whereas Sidney Crosby's in a damn retirement home.
Sidney Crosby.
Called
is-
Pittsburgh.
It is
He
still
is-
a retirement home of legends, though. If we're being
Yes,
honest,
but
Like-
at the same time,
dude.
you've seen their games. They don't keep up with the faster, younger players. They don't keep
That's
up.
that's true.
Kyle
But
Connor
they,
is the one that drags that top line to most of its success.
They also
with
don't
his
have a
speed.
damn goalie. Keep in mind.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
they don't have a goalie, yeah, and their only two defensemen are
Eric
aging
Carlson
Eric
and
Carlson and
Chris
Chris
Letang.
Letang.
Yep.
Because they don't have Marcus
Question.
Pettersson
Go back to
anymore.
2015. That's a top pair in the league. But
aging,
Oh my God.
aging
That-
Eric
that
Carlson.
pair-
Eric Carlson's
Dude, in
still
like
a top pairing
2017,
defenseman.
that pair would have been
Chris
nasty.
Letang's a little older
it would
now.
it would have been so much better if you go back to even 2022 or 20.
Yeah.
What year was it? Carlson put up.
I
His
think it was
100
22.
points?
I want to say it was 22.
Carl- yeah.
But
Yeah,
still,
'cause that was the Flames year.
aging Eric Carlson and then Chris Letang, who let's be honest, hasn't been the same since he had that. I think it was a stroke he had on the ice. Wasn't it?
I don't think he had it on
No,
the
it
ice,
was-
but
it
he
was
had
off the
to-
ice. It
was
he had
off
to-
the
ice. So it was
But
off
and he
the ice.
broke his
But-
neck in 2017.
But either way, he hasn't been this.
Well, even
he-
after he broke his neck, the guy was still aging like fine wine. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
but
the crazy part too-
he has not been the same since the stroke, and that's perfectly normal. I'm not dissing him with that at all. That's not me saying anything bad about Chris Letang.
no one expects you to be the same player
Exactly.
after
And he's
having
still a
a
top
bad
four
Exactly.
defenseman, right? I'd say he's still a top 4 defenseman.
on his team.
on his team 100%. Not
I would say on like 80% of his teams, he's an 80.
No,
he's
not
four
top,
defenseman.
not top 4, 80% of teams.
maybe Edmonton.
He's a great
He's a top 4
freaking
defenseman in
defenseman.
Edmonton.
He's a great defenseman, yes, but I wouldn't go top 4 on most teams. I would say he'd be top 6 most teams. Like, he'd be in the lineup all the
Yeah,
time. on most
100%.
teams.
He's a consistent in the lineup guy on
Like,
most teams.
if you're
in the
talking about
league.
one of the most underrated defensemen of all time, it is Chris Letang.
No,
Underrated all time?
I
One of the
think he's overshadowed.
I think he's
don't
overshadowed.
think that
100%
he's
just
underrated.
because of
I
the
think he's
talent he's had
underrated.
on his team. Like you
Now that is the
look
other
at
thing.
it and
He's still like a Hall of Fame caliber
Yeah.
defenseman.
a lot
Right?
of
It's
people
the
would
Evan
look at
Bouchard
that.
conversation. Is it him or is it the talent up front?
it's
the
not
talent up
Evan
front.
Bouchard.
With Evan Bouchard, it's the talent.
It's
up front.
not
There's
Evan
no
Bouchard.
question.
I'll tell you that much. It's not Evan Bouchard.
I mean, Evan Bouchard's a pretty good defenseman.
All right.
Okay, Chris Letang still
He's a
plays
great
better defense
forward
than
that
Evan
plays
Bouchard.
defense.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
holy
let's
shit.
go.
He's not a great defenseman.
Let's spin back to our trade deadline talk. We kind of got sidetracked away
Yes.
from.
Yeah.
So we have Marchand. I want to know Ali's opinions on this. Marchand to Florida.
Okay, so of course, ask the Habs fan. Ask the guy who hates Boston more than
I
anything.
mean, you're the fan here that's in the Atlantic Division, so
Yeah.
For some fucking reason.
when
he's
I
French.
got so you know what, I had to miss it because I had a job interview, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do my job interview, and I go back in my car and I look at my phone, and all I see is Marchand to the Panthers, and I just screamed "fuck" as loud as I could in my car.
I cheer for a team in the Central Division, and I reacted the same way. I had looked away from my
How
phone.
the fact this happened to me was like incredible.
I think.
I know
think
Marchand
what's-
wanted to go. Hey, I'm talking.
I have to make a phone call.
Okay, go then.
Go.
Let
You're
you guys
good.
know before I.
So go.
Go. Okay. This guy is so
We're gonna
funny.
keep going.
Oh god. Okay. So the one thing I will say.
Don't make a scene. Just
Holy
leave.
fuck, just leave. Holy shit.
Okay, as you were saying, Ali.
So, yeah, I'm really not happy about it. I'm not sure if you guys could tell. I'm actually pissed. So, the thing is Florida is going to run their way to the Stanley Cup Finals, in my opinion, after this deal. The fact that you have Marchand, Kachuk, and Bennett on the
But
same
again,
team.
Kachuk probably doesn't
Probably
play.
won't play again, probably this season.
You're down. There's.
I'm not putting it past Kachuk. Like, let's be honest. If you're Florida, they have, in my opinion, they're cup favorites. If you have Kachuk on that team, they're cup favorites.
Yes, but with how bad that injury sounds, I'm also not willing to risk, because Kachuk's still so young and he's getting better. I'm not willing to risk the next 8 years of Kachuk for this year.
But with all due
'Cause as long as you
respect-
have Matthew Kachuk and Alexander Barkov on the same team, you're a cup favorite. That's the reality of that.
That's always been the
Look,
reality, though.
this is the NHL. A lot of things change really, really quickly. If you, like, you're in the second round, like, you get past the second round, because let's be honest, this Florida team can get past 2 rounds without
This
Kachuk.
is a conversation to
Right?
revisit at that time. I mean, with going off of what we know now, Kachuk doesn't play in the playoffs.
I think Florida is my pick for the cup. I have a feeling Kachuk's going to come back, and I think they're going to go for it. Because, like, let's be honest, this league changes so quick, and you don't have many shots to get a cup.
I also
The
just can't
fact
see
you also,
that goaltending
with all due
tandem.
respect, you just traded Spencer Knight, right? If you,
Yeah,
your
Lord
argument
almighty.
there, if you had Spencer Knight, I'd be like, okay, you make sense. You're still young. You got some chance. You got Bobrovsky in it.
You have Seth Jones quarterbacking your top pair with Gustav Forsling because your fucking top right defenseman couldn't stay off the steroids.
Oh, yeah.
He needed steroids to beat Stuart Skinner.
Okay, moving on.
That team is not winning the cup again.
I think the worst part of this whole trade from Marchand was the return.
That was the
was
part that pissed
embarrassing.
me off the most.
That was
the
a
fact it's a
wild
second.
return.
No, to be
And-
fair, he is injured and he only gave one place on his no move clause.
It is
makes sense.
also a conditional. It's a conditional second. So if he plays a certain number of games in the playoffs, it's bumped to a first. But if I'm Florida, I would be strategic and maybe figure out, if you're going to the Stanley Cup Finals, how many games you can have him play and how many games you can have him sit.
In that division?
I feel
And
like
then-
you've also
Do you
got
want to
to
sit anyone in that division?
Well, it depends who you have up there.
You look at it,
Actually, well, now with Ekblad gone, maybe not.
And Kylan,
Yeah, 'cause
Brad
Ekblad-
Marchand is going to be a significant part of this team winning a Stanley Cup if they go.
Yeah, I think.
100%.
I
If
think
they win the cup,
yeah.
if
Kylan,
Barkov's a big.
You're
or
telling
not
me you
Barkov,
won't give
that's
up a late
fucking
first for
obvious.
Brad Marchand?
No, I was
Misspoke
joking.
on
Wait, yeah, no,
A
you're right.
late
You're right.
first for Brad Marchand is still fucking wild.
It's still a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's wild.
it's
It
a
is.
lot. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know why.
I think you
Boston
could have gotten
expected it.
two. Like, I think the Carlo deal,
There's
Luis Carlo
footage.
deal, I think that's a
That's
better
a
return for
fucking
Marchand.
phenomenal deal
No,
for both teams.
there's-
I
That Carlo
think that
trade.
one was a reasonable return for Marchand.
There's
Like,
footage.
honestly, if
There's
there's
footage
a
of the
team-
boardroom. There's footage of the boardroom when the GM came in and told them about the Marchand trade, and no one said anything. All of them are just with their mouths open, just jaw dropped.
It's wild. It's wild. Like, the fact I thought he was going to be a Bruin for life. I hate Brad Marchand, first of all. Let me just say that.
I don't put it.
I just hate the fact that he wears that fucking ring every time he comes to Vancouver. I fucking hate that, dude.
I feel like a higher likelihood of him going back to Boston in free agency this summer than him staying in Florida.
I wanted to ask this. Like, where do you guys think Brad Marchand goes this summer?
I
Because
think
that's
he goes
such
back to
an
Boston.
incredible question there.
I think he's going to go back to Boston and play out one more year.
No,
and retire.
no. He won't go. He'll play somewhere else. He'll play a cup contender.
I could see him playing for a Canadian team.
I can't.
I could.
Come on, I would love that.
Brad
That would be
Marchand
awesome.
to the Winnipeg Jets, baby.
I don't
No,
believe
nah.
it. I believed
think-
it more going into the
I don't-
deadline.
I don't think he'll go to
because
Canadian
of where
team.
we were.
Brad
at
Marchand
that
to the
point.
Edmonton Oilers.
That would be nasty.
What I think he
No.
may do is if
It's just
he'll
no.
go to a cup contender someone like a Dallas, someone like
He's going to say Vegas.
no, I'm actually not. Someone
I
like
can
Dallas.
see that actually though.
I wouldn't be
He's a
surprised.
Vegas guy, yeah.
Dude, someone like
He
Dallas.
would be perfect for
Could be
a
Vegas,
perfect fit
or
for Vegas.
or even someone like a Colorado.
Just his personality.
Colorado,
Yeah,
as long as
yeah.
you have McKinnon and McCarr, you will always be a cup contender.
Get that Nova
And they have-
Scotia. Okay.
and they have Landeskog coming back.
You know it would. You know what
Again,
else would
is
help with
Landeskog
that
going to be
team
the same?
being a
But
contender?
again, if
Either
you
way.
Brad Marchand takes it.
But
And-
as
No,
as
but
I
he
was
has to be a
saying,
problem for me.
he'll go there, and then I think when he retires, he'll sign a 1-day contract with the Bruins to end his career as a Bruin.
And how much do you think he gets paid? Because this was a huge conversation about the Bruins too. He's a $9
5.
million player. He is a $9 million player. I will say it.
Wouldn't go
But
that
again,
far.
Maybe for
Again,
like a 1 or 2
5,
year
6.
deal.
yeah, if you're giving him a 1 year $9 million,
To
once
be
you do
fair,
that,
Jacob Chicker
I
is
mean,
somehow a $9
I
million
wouldn't-
player. In
that one,
Washington.
oh
that
yeah.
one's fucked.
I don't understand that.
But like
That's
to
a
me, Brad
horrible
Marchand is a
contract.
$9 million player right now.
I mean-
like $8-9 million player. Now, if you're gonna get him for long term, I
You've
think he will
got-
take a pay cut
isn't-
and get 6.
I mean, yeah.
Isn't Cale McCarr making less than 9?
He's making $8 million.
Quinn Hughes is making less than 8?
Then you really can't argue for Brad Marchand to be
'Kay.
making more than those two.
I found-
who
I
are-
found-
Seth Jones is
Parker's-
making $9 million.
I
Darnell
found-
Nurse is making $9
think about
million.
it. I found
All that
Parker's-
argument.
I found Parker's Christmas gift.
Found Parker's Christmas gift. Oh no. What the fuck is this? Show me.
Let's see this.
Show me, dude.
Oh
No.
no, I'll save it and you'll see.
The fuck is he getting, man?
I love
You'll
that
just have to wait
everyone
and
who's
see. It's
gonna hear
great.
this is just gonna be like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about right now?"
Anyways,
Just bullying a Canucks fan.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out 2011,
shout out,
great year ever.
burn the city down. These dude played "Burn It to the Ground" by Nickelback in their head as they're rioting.
Oh, 100% they did.
So the other thing I think we want to talk about, the other big deal at the deadline,
Rantanen.
the Rantanen deal.
This one hurts.
Yeah.
I thought I was free. I thought I escaped that man. What a return, first of all. Getting Stankoven in that trade. I
Stankoven-
do
I
feel
didn't
like
think
you
they ever
want a
gonna
little
get
more,
Stankoven.
but Stankoven's a great return for.
I
I
didn't
don't
ever
remember
get
what the rest
Stankoven.
of the return was, but Stankoven's a great
Speak-
piece to have.
Just quick sidetrack. Speaking of Carolina, did you guys see that because they were against the Ducks and they couldn't wear their red helmets with the away jerseys, they wore their black helmets with their
That looked
with their
so
away,
bad.
and there's no black on the uniform. Have you seen that, Ali?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, let me
It's
find it real quick.
terrible.
It's
You
awful.
gotta show me this.
Yeah, 1 second.
Give me a second.
Not fucking Carlo Koliak.
You know, thing is I don't mind it.
I hate it. It's so.
I
fucking
hate
bad.
it.
No, that's awful.
That's terrible.
That is awful.
That is
mind
one
it.
of the worst things I've ever seen.
That's
It's
not
not the
good.
worst thing I've seen. The worst thing I've seen is Vegas and those gold helmets.
Nah, the worst thing I've seen is Vancouver.
At least they
with
didn't
the
try to push
fucking
those shiny
blue
gold helmets with
metallic
the
helmets.
The blue metallics weren't that bad.
blue metallics
were
look good.
awful.
No, the blue
They were
metallics are
awful.
bad.
The
I like the matte black.
The matte
matte
black
black
is
is
sick.
sick.
Those are sick.
More teams need to go with the matte
Yeah.
helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I do like chrome domes, they are special.
No,
like,
they're not.
Vegas,
They're fucking
Vegas was
awful.
They're
hell no.
special in the way that you don't want
Dude,
to
the
be.
Kings
Why the
special.
hell
Chrome
hasn't
dome was
Vegas
the
won the
worst
gold?
thing I've ever
Why have they
seen.
not worn the gold chromes with their gold jerseys? They always wear the
They
gold
all
chromes with
only
their
wore them with
grays.
the gray
'Cause
helmet, their jerseys. Yeah.
I can say this about my organization. They're just stupid.
I have to admit,
We should have kept the gray.
Why do we have
gray
gray
was so
ones?
good.
So
Why do they
nasty.
have white gloves with their gold jerseys?
I
absolutely
don't know.
love the gold jerseys. Don't get me wrong. But,
You are one of very few people in the world.
I will admit the gray ones were way better as a home jersey. The golds are
I think-
perfect alternates.
Yeah.
Oh, they are great alternates. Yeah.
I still think Vegas has one of the sickest away jerseys of any team.
They have a great
Of
that
any
away
team.
jersey. looks
That
great.
white and gold is
especially
so sick,
doing
dude.
the white gloves with it. That was
So
that was
nice.
a great call.
But yeah, back to Rantanen and
in Dallas.
in Dallas. I think you guys all like the return, but the biggest thing that came out of that was the Marner for Rantanen rumors.
Yeah, and,
swap.
Rent, and
That was
I
crazy.
don't-
Marner wouldn't
that would
wait
be
his
a-
no wait move clause.
I don't blame
Yeah.
Mitch. You are a guy that is your hometown. You want to prove that you can perform there, perform when it matters, and this is the year to do it on a contract year. Don't fuck off to Carolina.
But
You're not
I
proving
really liked.
anything with
I
that.
liked the way they approached him too, saying, "Hey, look, give us a chance. Do you plan to resign here? Yes. Okay, let's keep this going. If not, we're going to make the deal because Rantanen wants to be here." Simple
Yeah.
as that, right? It was
Well,
good.
and
I think it was
that's
a
the
little
business
overblown
side of
too.
it that you have to look at.
Exactly,
And
like,
100% it was.
You can't lose Marner for free. You can't.
No.
It's Toronto media. Everything
Toronto needs
involved
a-
with them is going to be overblown.
Toronto needs a rebuild, if I'm being honest. You can't just have 4 $10 million forwards and then not have anybody else.
How are you supposed
Good
to
news is
rebuild
John
with a
Tavares
guy
is
like
coming off.
Welcome to the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, dude, like, you can't do shit. You can't do shit. You have no
but
defenseman.
the Oilers have at least won a playoff
$20
series.
million.
Yeah,
This
true.
core has won
Oilers
one
fucking made it to
fucking
the
playoff
finals.
series.
Yeah, but
Dude.
that's more of the Toronto curse. My favorite part about Toronto is that Scottish lady that was going on Instagram.
I don't think it's the
Scotland.
Toronto curse. I think it's just their GM being fucking stupid.
massive. I'm not gonna finish that.
That is a fucking idiot.
I think
She's a
Toronto with a good
legend.
GM gets a cup instantly. Like Toronto with a good GM.
Are you saying Brad Trelling is not a good GM?
Yes.
That is
I'll do this.
exactly
That is
what
exactly
we are
what
saying.
we're saying.
Dude, Toronto hasn't had a good GM. you
Brian
know.
Burke.
Dude,
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
like, come on. Like,
I came all the way from Scotland. We're going to win 2 games they lost. It must have been the fact that the guys were so overwhelmed.
And we're gonna skip the rest
no,
of that.
but yeah, like,
We're gonna skip the rest of that.
Toronto has such potential with the assets they have to trade.
They have
I
so
thought you
many
were talking about a
no-move
different
clause.
version of assets right now. I know, it's like-
My massive.
I really thought you were talking about. Sorry, continue. Yeah, you're right about Toronto's assets.
Yeah, yeah. They have good assets to trade in like a retool, and you know they could make a solid run. As much as I don't want to see the Leafs ever touch
so
the
does Vancouver have
playoffs.
solid assets, and look where you guys are.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
guys are definitely a failed
we have a
retool.
dead Filipronic. We have an injured Thatcher Demko who's
playing?
never gonna go
Who
back
is
to how he
starting
was.
tonight? May I add?
Hey, he won against the Devils, so
Dude, that was the greatest post game interview ever. That
you know, typical me playing a 2-on-1 like shit.
but
You know, like fuck. Dude.
you know he's such a great guy. You know
He's such a great goalie.
Can't say enough about him. You know, even saving overtime. You know, typical me playing a 2-on-1 like shit. But you know, can't say enough about Thatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the second best defenseman in the world. Like that. Is
Arguably the best.
No,
on
no
some-
second. No second.
I
Second,
think
Cale
arguably.
Makar is the best.
I think
Cale
Cale
Makar.
Makar is
it-
better
it
offensively than Quinn Hughes, but Quinn Hughes is a little bit better defensively.
No.
I'd say the other way. Yeah, I'd say the other way.
You say the other way? You
say the
think
other way.
Makar's more sound defensively?
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
watch enough Colorado games. I avoid them.
Quinn Hughes says. To be fair, Quinn Hughes is right. He bit towards that shooter like
Oh, yeah.
like I don't know, like some perch on a hook. I don't know.
Dude,
I was
yeah.
gonna say something completely wild. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like Josh
Probably
Morrissey
should've.
isn't
Decisions you've
even
made.
top 10.
What?
Josh Morrissey isn't even top 10 defensively.
That's
Okay, I think
questionable.
he's definitely top 10.
like honestly,
He's top
I don't know
10.
if I
Calm
I'd
down.
even put him
He's
top
not
50.
top
like,
3. I'm sorry.
Depends on the day.
Depends
No,
on
with
the
Adam
player.
Fox
Half
is
of this season has made me back
I'm
up
sorry,
on that a little bit.
Kylan. Charlie McAvoy is so
Charlie
freaking
McAvoy
good.
is fucking
Charlie
sick,
McAvoy is
dude.
great, but I still think
He's my
Adam's
number
better.
Adam
3.
Fox is not number 3.
I put Adam
McAvoy's
Fox
my
as
number
number
three.
3.
refuse to
I
put
think
him
it's a
anywhere
tie.
near that.
I can't think. I don't think I could put one over the other
I
for
hate
McAvoy
Fox's
and Fox.
guts, and I will never say I like what he did to Calgary, but you cannot deny that when you want like defensively, like solid who can do something else in his own, the definition of an old-timey two-way defenseman. I'm not the modern two-ways are like Quinn Hughes, where they're good defensively, but they're really good offensively. I would count Makar as an offensive defenseman, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah, I'd agree with
like the old timey two way where you're so good defensively, but you also have some offensive skill. There is
He's
no
the
one else
closest
like.
thing I think we've ever seen to Bobby Orr.
Yes,
I'll say that.
I would put Adam Fox.
I think-
I he's such a dink and a douche of a person.
He's just a horrible
The
human
only
being.
guy that I think is worse than Adam Fox is Tony D'Angelo.
I was trying to call him this morning and let you know
there's
D'Angelo
Rutger
was either.
McGroarty as
Dude,
well.
I'm
You
not
have a
gonna-
Tony D'Angelo.
No, I
jersey?
don't have a Tony
There's-
D'Angelo.
Oh, you did.
dude. I was fucking with you.
I was so excited to see that shit. Oh my god.
to be fair, there's Rutger McGroarty as well.
Rutger
What did Rutger
McGroarty.
McGroarty
that
do?
guy.
He did the same thing as Adam Fox, but just to the Jets.
Okay, but to be fair, Jaeger is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so happy with that trade.
That deal
But-
actually really turned out well.
I
We-
do not
Kevin
think
Cheveldayoff is so good at trading nothing into something. He did it with Dubois. He did it with McGroarty. Turning Dubois into Velarde and Iafallo, both of which who have had moments on our top line this year, one of which really shouldn't. But they've both been great fits with our roster. And then you get Braden Yeager, who had lethal shot, great two-way forward. Like that, what a fucking pickup that was.
We're gonna put a pause on your Jets fans because we have a split portion for that later on.
Yes.
I agree. McAvoy's fantastic, and I would never argue that he's not top 5. I think, in my personal opinion, Adam Fox is top 3, and McAvoy is 4th. In my opinion,
That's fair.
Who's 5th for you then?
and Morrissey still.
Morrissey?
Yes.
You know who's one
Finally.
guy that I think could really
I
climb
got
up
him
the
to admit
rankings
it.
really quickly?
You got him to admit
Okay.
it for me. That was free as fuck.
One guy that I think can rise up the rankings really quickly, and I know everyone's expecting me to say Lane Hudson.
If
Brock Faber.
Yes.
Faber, I
Yeah,
like
I can see Brock
love
Faber
Brock
become
Faber.
top
I
three.
fucking
Love
love
Faber,
Faber,
dude.
dude. The fucking
The
tie with the
glasses.
glasses, the visor tilt
can
with
be
the
tied as a
glasses.
legend.
Fuck.
I fucking hate that he's a Wild, a member of that team, because biggest rival for my team. But he's a great defenseman.
Also, by the way,
he's going to be
who the hell hates
pain in
Winnipeg
my
Jets?
ass.
The Winnipeg Jets are so irrelevant that I'm surprised they even have a rival.
I agree, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
We own Minnesota. When
Shoot,
the
dude,
team
does
doesn't
Winnipeg
beat
even
you
exist?
In like 2 years.
No,
You
they're
guys,
fake.
you guys are in the
I'm
Detroit of
convinced.
Canada.
I am convinced Winnipeg is not a real place. It is the Canadian version of Area 51.
No, dude, it's the
Winnipeg
Canadian
doesn't
Detroit.
exist.
It's the
Winnipeg does not
Canadian
exist.
Detroit, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
exist.
convinced it doesn't exist.
Winnipeg is a government conspiracy.
Yes, it doesn't exist.
It's to make up for all the stabbings. You just say it happened in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's not a real place.
I don't know,
They all
man. I've
happen
been there.
Never mind.
Dude, it was so funny how...
I can definitely see the Detroit argument.
So you've
though.
been probed by the
100%,
aliens as
it's
well?
the Detroit of
The
Canada.
Detroit of Canada argument, 100%.
So you
That place is
you said you've been to the Detroit of Canada, correct?
Yes, I've been to.
So have you been?
Why?
Have
That's
you
where
been?
my family's from.
Have-
Oh, I feel bad for
Have
you.
you been
I feel bad for my family. They have to
Have
live
you
there.
been probed by the aliens as well? Because Detroit's not a real place.
Did
You know,
Connor
the people
Connor
there
Hellebuck
may
sneak
seem
out?
like aliens.
Connor Hellebuck snuck out, didn't he?
Snuck out.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I was. In all
Shit that is
seriousness,
being said makes no sense anymore.
in all
He
seriousness,
snuck out of the lab.
I mean, he's definitely not a human. That
Yeah.
man's probably an alien.
To be fair, I am making a joke. Winnipeg is a real place. I don't know why, but it is.
It's not, in
I'm
the
gonna
summer.
put that
It's
with no context.
decent place
Everyone,
to go.
everyone there is like I swear are AI
Careful
people.
what you fucking say. My family.
No,
lives
but
out there.
tell me you walk through downtown.
Careful.
Tell me you walk through downtown Winnipeg and you don't think they're AI.
Tell me you walk through downtown Winnipeg without a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
You're
Dude,
fucking
fuck.
stupid if you decide to walk through downtown Winnipeg. Get a fucking cab, man. That's still questionable, but safer.
But tell me going anywhere through downtown Winnipeg, whether it's like walking a cab, anything.
Dude, we're gonna get hate
and it's
comments
not
from Winnipeg,
AI.
dude.
Have you guys seen all the comments ever since D-Dawg came about how Winnipeg isn't real?
Yes,
It was
that's what we're feeding
hilarious.
into.
Dude,
it's
I don't know. We're joking about Winnipeg. This is all
We're
for
starting
jokes.
a cult here about Winnipeg's not
you
real.
know, it's a great area to go to.
No, it's
in-
not. Let's be honest. No, it's not.
No, hold on.
Let's be
There's
honest.
certain areas around the city that if you go out there in the summer, it's worth taking a trip because of the lakes and stuff like
Just
that.
don't
but
forget your ballistic vest.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's again outside of the city. You don't really have to worry about that.
I'm
That
wearing
is a
full
Winnipeg. That
Kevlar
is
every
secluded
time I
to
go to
Winnipeg
Winnipeg.
when it comes to Manitoba for the most part. Is their violence is downtown Winnipeg.
Their stabbing per capita is better than our GDP.
Winnipeg's, Winnipeg's new motto should be "At least we're not Ohio."
I'd still rather go to Ohio. Than
You'd rather go to Ohio than
That
Winnipeg?
is crazy.
They have
That's
they have
wild.
the Buckeyes there. I can watch a Buckeyes football game or a
Dude,
Buckeyes
home of
hockey
LeBron
game.
and Steph Curry.
You don't want to watch the Manitoba Bison? Are you kidding me?
No.
Manitoba Bison.
That's the university.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I
Is it a
don't.
Bison? I think it is.
The only good sports team out of Winnipeg is the Blue Bombers.
No! Ew, I hate the Blue
I
Bombers.
love the Bombers, but
You can't
they're-
deny that they're good, though.
Oh, no, they're incredible. Yeah.
They're fucking
What,
sick.
5 straight Grey Cups?
Okay, moving on.
I think we've got
We're
4
not
straight
football.
Grey Cup losses.
You're...
Anyways, back. What were we talking about again? before Winnipeg.
Buffalo
We were talking
Bills
about the
of
stanky.
CFL.
The stanky. Oh, no, Renton
We
trade.
have our championships,
Anyways.
though. We did win 2 in a row.
Oh,
so
yeah,
guys,
we were talking about
guys.
Adam Fox. But yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
The last
that
thing about the
guy.
deadline, who's your biggest winner and biggest loser?
Winner, I still have, honestly, I have Carolina as my winner because, yeah, Rantanen's good, but Stankoven
You
is
got
proven.
something for
He's
Rantanen
so
who
good.
wasn't going to
Yeah.
stay and made it known.
And
day
Stankoven
one.
is so good. He has so much potential that if you can develop him properly, I think.
And Carolina will develop him properly.
Yeah, look at it with Aho and all them.
So Carolina's the winner. Who's our biggest loser?
Biggest loser?
I thought Carolina was gonna be our biggest loser. Honestly,
For me, my biggest
don't know.
loser is Florida because you're taking on Seth Jones' contract.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? They added Brad Marchand. There's no way you can add him as a loser.
No, because
You traded Spencer Knight for Seth Jones one for one. And you lost
I
the
think
trade
the biggest
deadline.
that bad of a deal.
It is that bad of a deal.
I think the biggest loser on the deadline is Vancouver because they made no deals.
Oh, Brock Besser. Yeah, that's another one. Okay, actually, here it is. What do you think about the Brock Besser saga?
I don't know.
The trilogy.
The trilogy. I mean,
Brock Besser, the movie, the contract negotiation.
the thing is that trading him would have been nice, but what are we realistically going to get for him?
We'll take him for Sharon Govich. We'll make another one of your players fucking useless. Like we did with Kuzmenko.
No. No, dude. I don't know. I mean, you want a goal scorer in return for him,
Sharon Govich.
but yeah, fuck Sharon Govich, dude.
I mean,
No,
we
I'd keep
have
Sharky
seen-
over.
He's done
Besser.
nothing!
I'd keep Sharky over Besser.
He's
I
done
think
nothing.
Sharky
this year.
What has Besser
just
done this year?
Decided not to shoot the puck for some reason this year, and
Besser
I don't
has
really
some goals.
understand it.
Yeah.
Besser, didn't he have like a 13-game no goal streak or something like that?
Yeah, I
For
think so.
a guy that's supposed to
Didn't
get
he
$8
also
million
just tie a
this
game?
year?
Personally,
A must-win
I
game
Maybe
would-
for
more
you,
than
like-
Quinn Hughes.
Didn't
I
he
think
just tie a must-win game for you like two days ago?
Yeah.
personally, I
Like,
think
really late.
if you were
Yeah,
trade
I mean,
if you were to
he's
have
a
traded
clutch
Besser,
player.
if
I
you were
think,
to have traded
but-
Besser, I
definitely
think
is.
a good spot for him might have been Winnipeg actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he would be
but
great on
close to
that top
home.
line.
Trade him, and the thing is,
Trade him to- trade him to
Vancouver,
Minnesota.
If you're trading trading Besser,
Take
a
him, bring him
problem on
home.
our way.
Bring him home, dude.
if you're
This
trading,
is as close as he's getting to home.
if you're trading Besser though, realistically, as Vancouver, you're admitting you're having a minor retool for this season.
Oh, yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
putting all your bets in next season. So
Well, I think
at
based
that
off
point,
our record, it's obvious we need a retool.
So,
because we were
at that-
dominating in the
You
regular
guys were
season last
so
year,
good
dude.
last year.
At
And,
that point,
yeah.
if you're going for that minor retool there, would you mind giving him for prospects? And would you mind
Ooh.
if it meant that Winnipeg made a run for the cup? Would you mind trading one or two prospects and some picks for Besser?
Depends on the name. Like in.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know Winnipeg's prospects. I don't just follow
I'm
them.
getting there. If you would kindly just hold off.
Brad Lambert.
No, Brad Lambert to me is one of our two untouchable prospects. It's him and Braden Yeager, because the thing
Devin Lee.
just-
No, not Devin Lee. Who's the Thunderbirds?
Chibrikov?
No, he's a goalie from the Thunderbirds.
Thomas Millick.
Yeah, Milik.
I'm
Because Sheila's obviously isn't going to pan out. So
Yo,
still
it's
a chance
way
that he
too
does.
early to say that.
and Demko's
way too
Demko's
early.
knees too fucked. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
honestly,
mean,
the one
Lakinen's solid still.
if you
he's
want to
solid,
pull
but
up a prospect goalie,
he's
not
solid, but
Dom
he's not
DiVincentis. It's a
going to win you a
ridiculous
Stanley Cup.
last name. I cannot tell you how to pronounce it, but it is Dominic DiVincentis. He had ridiculous numbers in the OHL. He would be someone I'd be open to giving up in.
Realistically,
this
I
guy
don't
that
know
he's
what I'd
talking
want
about
for
puts up a
Brock Besser.
9-10. So in his 22 games in the A this year,
9-10 in the OHL.
in the A,
I'm talking about his career with the OHL in the OHL
his
right
final
now.
his final year in 42 games, he put up an 8.95.
Really?
Yeah.
He had a rough year last year then.
Yeah, 8.95, 9.19 the year before,
919 that year was
9.07
the
year
one that I
before.
knew of.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's put up a 9.10 in the A, which isn't bad.
Like, I mean, he's got the potential to be a starter. I feel like you give up DiVincentis, Barlow, and a first.
for Besser?
I do a
feel
first and a
like
conditional fifth.
something like that. Yeah.
Well,
like
apparently
a
they were saying they were
package
getting like
that.
nothing past a third, or I saw that somewhere. Like,
I mean, I don't know what you could get for Besser realistically, because you have a guy like Pius Suter who's outscoring him by a shit ton.
That's tough.
Pius Suter is actually kind of a fucking
Oh.
beauty with his shot this year. But
boys. Uh-oh.
Is this
One
the
more-
draft rankings?
Yeah, we're going to do that right now.
Hold on. Before we get into that, I just want to point out that we were right about Penticton. They are officially a WHL franchise. As
Yeah,
of
Yes.
Penticton
yesterday.
V's are officially a WHL franchise in 26, 27. There'll be a Chilliwack expansion.
I'd assume that's going to end up being the Chilliwack Chiefs as
Nope.
well. No, they're going to
They're
keep
doing
the
a
Chiefs
separate
down there?
franchise.
They're doing a separate franchise.
Which is crazy because I don't know if Chilliwack can hold two teams, but
I don't think they can.
The
I
Chilliwack
feel
Chiefs will
like
fold.
fortunately.
I feel like that's where you would just want to bump them up because first of all,
I
you're
want
designing
the Kootenay Ice back, dude.
Yes, bring
Dude.
back the Kootenay
I
Ice.
want the Kootenay Ice.
the
Dude, that
Chilliwack
Hitman
Chief
Ice rivalry was
uniforms
awesome.
are
Dude.
so nice.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
So, moving on to a couple things. First off, I saw a list the other day, and it was of points of guys that that Team Canada passed on for the World Juniors. Michael Misa had over 100 points, first time for a defenseman.
Didn't you have over 100?
Michael Meese not a defenseman.
No, not Zane Perek, pardon me. Zane
Yeah, I was
Zane
gonna
Perek, pardon me.
say, dude.
Zane
Michael
Perek
Meese
breaking
is
Bobby
like a
Orr's
defense.
records.
Yeah, and then
Guy's a center.
Only
Then
Bobby
there's-
Orr and him are the only defensemen to put up back-to-back
then there's
goal seasons.
then there's that one guy in the OHL that has over 70 goals, first player to do it since John Tavares.
Lardis.
There was like two more guys that had over
Yeah,
that
I don't
had
know.
record-breaking seasons. And again, thank you, Team Canada.
And I feel like you really have to talk about Andrew Crystal. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
pure
that's one of
goal
them.
scoring that we've really needed at that tournament.
You can't tell me we won't beat the Czechs if you have Misa, Crystal, Parek.
Okay, let's be honest here. We've beat that Team Canada topic to the ground. I just want to mention that's what I saw at the end of the season that we passed on.
Yeah.
Now moving
That
on.
team deserves
Craig,
to get
Craig
beaten
Button.
into the ground.
Craig Button has released what his top 10 draft prospect
I'm
rankings
more of a
would
Bob
be.
McKenzie guy, but okay.
Bob McKenzie is
Well, so
Absolute
am I,
beauty.
but I don't. I can't
let's
find
hear what,
Bob
let's hear what
McKenzie's.
Button has for us. Number one. Wait, can I guess number one? Let me
Yeah,
guess
guess.
picks. Okay. Number one to me is Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer.
Okay. Number two for me is Misa.
Wait, we're gonna do it one at a time. Okay, so
okay.
so you have Schaefer as number one. So
Okay.
you have 1 point. What do you have?
Misa.
Correct. That's 2 points. What's there for you?
third.
Yeah. Who do you have third? Who do you think it is according to this? If you're Craig Button.
Button loves the physical players, so I feel like he's got Porter Martone there.
Correct. Actually, yes.
Oh, that's a
so
good one.
everyone has 1 point. All right. Number 4. Up to you, Ellie.
Okay. If it was me, I'd go Higgins. I don't think it's gonna be Higgins.
I think Hagen's is
I don't know if it's
dropped
gonna be
for a couple
Hagen.
So
guys.
what I'm gonna go Eklund.
Victor
Wrong.
Eklund?
No.
We're gonna keep going till someone gets it right.
I'm gonna go Roger McQueen.
Wrong.
Wrong,
It's
really?
not Roger.
No.
Who the fuck else is there?
Who's
Is it
gonna
Higgins?
be?
Wrong. Back to you, Ellie.
Can I get a hint at least now since everyone got it wrong?
Yes, he does not play in the CHL.
I have a solid guess just off of Bob.
He doesn't play in the CHL.
I pulled
Oh.
He's a university guy.
Oh wait.
Looking
I
at
think
that
I.
shit.
I think I
Pulling up
know.
a different list.
Okay, you're going.
I think I
That
know.
is
I
very
think I know.
I'm gonna pass on
You're
this
passing
one.
KU.
What the fuck is that guy's name? He plays Big Ten in college. What's his name? Like Logan Hensler or whatever
Nope,
the fuck.
not him.
It's Anton Frundell.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Okay.
That's so. D-Dawg has 2 points. You both have 1.
I didn't have that
I
one.
feel like I
All
should
right.
lose a point
Okay.
on that just because of Bob McKenzie's help on that.
Yeah. Stop looking at that list.
yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah,
I got the next
It's
one?
gone. I'll
Yeah,
pull
you-
that up
we'll,
after.
we'll put it back to you. Next one.
This one has to be Higgins.
Wrong.
Oh, it's. I know who it is.
Roger
now.
McQueen.
Correct.
There we go.
2-2.
Dude.
Higgins is at 6.
Higgins is at
Higgins
6.
is at 6.
Damn.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. You're up. Who's number 7?
I have to go Eklund, right?
Wrong.
Caleb Denoye?
Correct.
Yeah, Denoye is a good.
Are you looking at it on your phone?
No, I'm not.
Okay. 3, 3, 1. Well, up to you. Who's 8?
Who's 8? Is it that Carbonneau guy from?
Nope. He's not even on the list.
Charbonneau? No,
Ali, back to you.
I know he was top 15. at one
I
point.
have honestly no idea at this point.
I'm starting to get.
Okay,
a little
you're
bit-
I'll be
out.
honest, yeah.
But I'll keep going as long as I can here.
Hold on, I'm
Does he
gonna
play in
pull
the
it up.
CHL, dude?
Yes. He plays
Yeah.
in the WHL.
WHL? Ooh. The fuck?
He's the second highest WHL ranked player.
second highest WHL ranked player. Who the fuck plays in the WHL?
Good question.
I'll give you
honestly.
another hint. He's from your hometown team.
Oh, so Kelowna?
No. Pardon me. He's from the team your dad you sat in the stadium of.
Oh, okay.
okay.
My dad and me sat in the stadium.
Denoye is getting really high.
Fuck.
Denoye is a great two-way
was it
player.
Carter
Yeah.
Bear?
Nope.
According to Sportsnet, he's supposed to go 3, which is
No,
He
what,
plays for the
Oh, is
Vancouver
it-
Giants.
what
He
league
plays
does
for the
Carter
Vancouver
Bear?
Giants?
Yeah.
Who the fuck plays for the Giants at this
I
point?
would put Eklund over them. Honestly, I'm really high on Eklund. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this one to you guys.
Yeah,
No,
Like,
don't. Nah, I want to guess this shit.
Kindle?
No.
Who the fuck plays for Vancouver? Cameron Schmidt?
Perfect.
There we go.
That's number 8.
That's high.
4-3.
That is high for
Number
Cameron
9?
Schmidt.
Number 9, is that his Victor Eklund?
Yes, sir. 4-4. Okay,
The
last,
last one,
Eklund's
last
top
one.
10, I just didn't know
last
where.
one.
Last one.
Number 10.
Where's he from?
Well, just you don't know.
Fuck, I want hints,
fire
dude.
it up.
Okay. He plays in the OHL.
OHL? Wow.
Oh, is it that
fuck.
Murtka kid?
I'm gonna have to,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no,
have to
he's,
pass on this one. I'll let D-Dawg.
What team?
Hamilton Bulldogs.
Jake O'Brien.
You fucking piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't gonna get it, were you?
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely was
I wasn't-
not.
I
don't
wasn't
know
gonna give
any
you either.
OHL
Come on, let's be
players.
honest
I
here.
don't.
I think past the
I
top
want
8, I'm not
to
great, so.
get you 3 going with Bob McKenzie's because we've all spoken on how much we prefer that man.
Yes.
So at number
What about
1,
Elliot Freeman's?
I'm
One is Schaefer.
one is
One is
Schaefer
Schaefer.
on
2 is Misa.
most
3 is
lists.
Martone.
I don't think we have to play the game. Like we are. Yeah. so-
Misa's 3 on this one. Hagen's is still up at 2. Then you've
I
got
was gonna say
Martone, 4.
people are still high on Hagens.
You're
got-
on elite prospects though. You're not.
This is
on,
Bob McKenzie's January ranking.
Yeah, in January.
I
It's
like
not-
that better. I think
This is the
Hagens
most
is gonna be
recent
really
one I
good at
can
this. I think Hagens. Yeah.
The
I
Queen's at 7 on this one below Denoye, which I
don't know. I'm
don't
big on
know
Porter
how
Martone.
I feel about.
I love
Big
Martone.
on Porter Martone.
Martone makes sense. Yeah.
I
Dude, yeah.
fucking love Porter Martone.
Again,
He's
to
a
me,
big mean
This
player.
reminds
I love
me
that
of the
guy.
2018 draft where it was like, you kind of know who you're going with number 1, but after that,
He's that
anything
franchise
can happen, right?
altering defenseman, and
Like
then who
Quinn
knows?
Hughes was at 7, or you can either get Quinn Hughes or you
how
can
the
get Philip Zadina,
fuck
right?
was
Like,
Quinn Hughes
Yeah,
at
dude.
7?
Philip Zadina had some potential though. That guy
He
was kind
did.
of sick.
But he's not Quinn Hughes.
No, he's not Quinn Hughes.
Again,
Fuck.
like
To
I
be
remember
fair, I
calling
think
for
you
Quinn Hughes for
redraft
my team.
I think you redraft that year. Quinn Hughes is shoulders above everyone for first overall.
Yeah, I'd put him
I
in the
love
Dahlin.
Rasmus
Right? That's a
Dahlin,
Dahlin
but-
draft. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
I'd put him over Dolly.
Quinn
Yeah,
Hughes
I'd
is
put him over Dahlin.
shoulders above everyone else in
Yeah.
that draft. Like it's noticeable difference.
He also has that leadership ability too.
Makar was the year
Dahlin.
before, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I found a new.
Darlene tries, but he's in Buffalo.
I found a
What can
new.
you do there?
I found a new Jets trade.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Winnipeg Jets receive 18 pucks.
18 pucks.
Kaloon Red Star in the
Logan
KHL
Stanley's going the
receives
other way.
Logan Stanley.
Yeah.
Please take that trade. Get him
I
the
think
fuck out of Winnipeg.
Overpayment. Honestly, I wouldn't give more than 9 pucks for him.
Oh, sorry.
I would give a singular puck and maybe a beer for Logan Stanley.
Sorry, we're missing one other thing that happened in junior hockey, and this is all prospect based, but this is junior hockey still. It's actually local in Calgary. Daniel Hauser, the Hitman's goaltender, just broke the WHL record for most wins in a career for
He's
a
so
goaltender.
fucking good at hockey.
Good for him.
123, and the
Where was he
season's still going.
drafted? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't think he has
I don't
gotten
think
drafted
I don't think
yet.
he is drafted.
I do think this year with Calgary is going to do a lot for him though, and
He'll
maybe
walk
get
onto a
him-
team.
Oh, 100%. He'll get the Milik treatment where he dominated the WHL for a couple years, and now last possible draft he's going to get drafted, and
Yeah,
that's
he's
gonna be the team that rolls him.
this year is a 20-year-old. So he's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
From
He's played
Chestermere,
six-
Alberta.
He's played 6 seasons.
Ew.
He's a 21-year-old this
That's
season.
unfortunate.
No, he-
9-2-6 this year. Holy shit.
he's a 20-year-old.
He's disgusting.
He's a
so
20-year-old.
good at hockey.
He's been
Well, he's a 20-year-old. Yeah, he can still
he's
get
been
drafted.
playing in the WHL since he was 14.
Fuck, dude.
You
Could you imagine being a 14-year-old goalie in the WHL?
To be fair,
was
I
he
think-
with
he was a
the
cop.
ice organization?
He was with
before
the
he went to
Winnipeg
Winnipeg?
Ice, and then at 15 he played 40 games, putting up
That's ridiculous.
putting
I
up
didn't
a
know that.
914
a 9-14 as a 15-year-old.
in 21-22.
Holy
22
shit.
How is this kid
Oh,
not
this was
drafted?
how
This
was
was
when
not
we
drafted.
were. You've got to keep in mind the teams in front of him had Matthew Savoy, Connor Geeky,
That is fair.
Yeah.
Carson Lambos.
20
Like those Winnipeg
22
teams were stacked.
22
were.
23 he played 42 games, putting up a 917. 23, 24, when they moved to Wenatchee, he played 39 games and put up a 900. And
probably why.
24, 25, he played 22 games, putting up a 901. And then this year, pardon, that was this year. Pardon me. No, he hasn't played 6 seasons. He played 5 seasons. He played since he was 16. 16, he played 8 games.
You just had that
17,
split that-
17
this
he
year
played
that
40
it's hard
games.
to read.
18, 42 games. 19, 39 games. And then this year,
I was
he
like a
played
15-year-old goaltender doing that shit
this,
in the dub.
this year.
fuck.
This year as a 20-year-old, he
Wild.
played 22 games with Wenatchee,
Even
putting
with
up
that
a
team,
901, and then he's played 25 games with Calgary, putting up a 926 with
And
a 1.91.
committed to the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
so
1.91
that
goals
team's
against
gonna be
average.
nasty.
That team
Also,
did-
for the record, can we say as well?
I feel like with Daniel Hauser, that team immediately goes to the
the
top
Hitmen
of that
are nasty. Though.
conversation.
Yeah,
Let's be
nasty.
honest here. The Hitmen are absolutely nasty this year. They
are.
They have no future. They put all their picks. They put everything in their basket for this season. They're making a push for it this
We
year.
should try to
They
do
got
a
fucking
podcast with the
Tanner
Hitmen.
Nope, gonna be a
Why not?
So I know people on that team. Nope.
long
We should do
time
it.
before we see
100%.
the Hitmen compete again.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
they'd
dude.
love you, Kylan.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah, they would.
I don't know.
Dude, they all are good at hockey, and there's me.
Well, at least you're trying to make a podcast.
Good at
with
hockey. So I could say the same thing with you guys. You guys are good at hockey, and then there's me.
I barely played.
You barely played. You could still skate better than me.
That's
That's
the
debatable.
only thing that
That's
I have
debatable.
in my game is
That's
my
debatable.
skating.
Skating better, that's debatable.
I got speed. The new skates have
Dude,
been
you
helpful.
saw my escape turns.
Oh my gosh.
God.
That was so funny.
Dude, you're a dick for that. You're a dick for
Because
that.
everyone else can do it except for you.
Yeah, well, fuck them. I can shoot better than them.
So I think last thing we might want to talk about today is the big wild card race going in on both sides of the conferences.
Who gets the right to either get slapped by Winnipeg or somehow slap us? Who knows what you're going to get from the Jets in round one? So I'm
I
going to leave
want
that to the rest of
Dustin
you
Wolf to
guys.
start scoring goals, and then the Calgary Flames have a chance.
Yeah. I think if Dustin could put up a good 40-goal season, we got a shot.
40
I
goals in
want
10
Brock
games.
Besser to have the desire to keep his job and score a goal.
Okay, let's be honest here. If the Flames make it to that playoffs,
They're getting swept.
yes, they'll get swept. But if Dustin Wolf can drag a team of the lowest goal scoring team in the league to the playoffs, I think he deserves a Calder.
100%.
Oh, no question.
Zero question.
No question.
I would also just appreciate the free first round for once instead of getting
I don't mean. No. Let's
It's
be.
free as fuck. Don't get it
Let's-
twisted.
let's-
you guys
let's
have
be
no
honest
one
here.
that can score on Hellebuck.
Yeah, but let's be honest here.
think Morgan
It's
Frost.
also the Jets.
That's your best option.
That's the best option.
I mean,
Let's-
Kadri's pretty good, guys.
Let's be
All right, buddy.
let's be honest here though. This is also the Jets, and they're known for choking hella hard in the playoffs.
We really
So,
aren't. We've done it twice.
I watched that
Total.
series against Colorado. You choked pretty hard that series.
That doesn't mean it's something we're known for. People are acting like we've done this as much as the Leafs.
Montreal.
What?
The
St.
Montreal
Louis.
series, you guys choked that one away.
St. Louis.
That one wasn't really a choke. That was
St.
just Carey
Louis.
Price being.
You guys got swept with Connor Hellebuck.
Yeah, because Carey Price was the best goalie hockey had ever seen in that series. Like, we genuinely could
That is
not
fair.
buy a goal on that guy.
You're just making Ali happy here. He's just.
I am.
He's the greatest goaltender ever. I'll say it.
No, he's fucking not.
No.
Dominic Hasek.
I will
Martin
die on the
Brodeur.
grave that Hasek is better than him, and so is Brodeur,
No
and so
way.
is Waugh.
Brodeur I can get.
I will die on the hill
Someone
that
pull up the
Hasek, Brodeur, and Waugh are better.
Someone needs to pull up the rosters
Patrick
that
Rock
Hasek
can't even hear him
dragged.
because his Stanley Cup rings are plugged
Are
in his
we
ears,
not
dude.
talking about the 21 halves? That team was dog shit.
Well, I can't even hear him.
I'm sorry, his best player
Actually,
was
I-
PK Subban.
I think Hasek is still probably the best. I don't know. I'd probably put
I
Brodeur.
have Hasek number one.
I might put
I have
Brodeur higher than
one.
him.
I have Hasek one. I mean, Brodeur just stats alone are fucking ridiculous.
That's what I-
but you look
My
at
top
Brodeur's
5 is
teams.
Price,
Yeah,
Price,
compared to
Price,
teams,
Price, and
they were
Price.
sick. Like,
Hop off the
you have-
Montreal
You have
hog,
a
dog.
shutdown defenseman in
You
Scott
have
Stevens
a
right
man
in
who
front
is
of you,
known
dude.
for taking people's heads.
Lives.
Yeah.
Not heads, lives.
Yeah, lives, dude.
Taking people's lives.
Scott
Just
Stevens was
took
like
your
god
head
of
off
open ice
your
hits.
shoulders.
That dude is who I aspire to be in junior C.
The most
Oh, dear God.
unnecessary open ice hits that are like the cleanest thing ever for some fucking reason.
And then the other ones where his shoulder goes right through people's
Paul
fucking
Correa.
face.
That
Paul
also happened.
Correa.
Yeah, Paul Correa, dude. bam.
Get Paul Korea'd.
Bro still fucking came back and scored though.
In that game, that was fucking impressive.
But
No.
Scott Stevens fucking floored him.
That was murder. He
Okay,
did the
but as-
same thing to Lindros.
As we're talking about
Yeah,
Winnipeg
but he
here,
ended Lindros' career.
as we're talking about Winnipeg here, okay, so they did it against Habs, they've done it against St. Louis, they've done it against Vegas, they've done it against Colorado, they've done it against.
Okay, well, Vegas, I wouldn't count.
Which Vegas year? Which one?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, 2018 Vegas, you guys kind of did. blow
That wasn't a choke, really. That was that was
Getting
a
goalied.
We've had several.
Man, you guys got goalied a lot.
2019, we get goalied by Binnington. 2021, we get goalied by Price. 2018, it was Fleury. We just
Excuses.
2025, Dustin Wolf.
Yep.
It's always possible.
Yeah, baby.
Actually, let me say it's 2025, Arthur Sheila.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Jordan
Yes,
Binnington
sir.
again. If
you
anyone.
already know all our goalies are getting injured.
We are going to greatly enjoy Colin Delia coming into the net for
Dude.
you guys.
Dude, if that
Jets
motherfucker-
legend.
Shit, you guys just got goalied by James Reimer. Like,
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, no, but if they're gonna goalie, the issue is all three teams have a goalie that could goalie. If Thatcher Demko plays in that playoff round and he plays like he can,
I think
you will get goalied.
I think you
will
also
get
need to look
goalie,
at
dude.
is
Thatcher
Connor
Demko is a
Hellebuck going to
clutch
play
goalie.
like 2024 Connor Hellebuck in the playoffs, or is he
I
going to
think-
play like this year's regular season? Hellebuck?
I don't think
If you get this year's regular season Hellebuck, I don't think there is a team that in that playoff race, if he decides, no, I am the best goalie in the world right now.
I think he's
no
going
one
to play
stops
like
us.
March 18th, Connor Hellbuck. Pew Suter getting two, you know,
I really fucking
Nils
hope not.
Hoglander getting
I
one,
really
Brock Besser
hope he
getting
plays
two.
like Hart Trophy Connor Hellebuck.
I just hope Winnipeg either takes on Vancouver or Calgary just for the content on this pod.
Dude,
'Cause it's
Drew
gonna be
O'Connor
ridiculous
scored
anyways.
on him, dude.
who the fuck is that guy?
Exactly, dude.
I feel like if anyone's allowed to have a
O'Connor's
rough
actually
game this
kinda
year,
nice,
it's Connor
though.
Hellebuck, though.
All right, well, thank you
One
guys
rough
for
game out of
watching that.
Hellebuck
This has
all
been
year.
a long ass episode. So thank you guys for
7-6-2.
watching.
It's only 50 minutes. Do we want to?
Oh,
do
thank
we want
God.
to let D-Dog go
We
crazy?
scored 6.
Oh yes,
Devin, we scored 6.
time.
Hellbuck
It is
70%,
time,
7-6-2.
ladies. JDs and Littlemen, it is time for our D-Dawg rant. So
Oh,
what we're going
God.
to do is everyone
Oh,
here is
God.
going to sit back, relax,
Sit back and shut the fuck
and
up.
let D-Dawg rant.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, I want to start off in Edmonton, where Oilers fans need to calm the fuck down. Josh Morrissey did not intend to injure Connor McDavid on that play, and I've seen
He just got lucky.
Yeah, it worked out that way. But the death
That's a
threats,
clip right there.
the death threats are a little too much from Oilers fans, man. Like
That's a
it's-
clip. Says from a bunch of Calgarians. He just got lucky.
Morrissey was just trying to cut off the middle of the ice. I sent you the clip of it on Instagram, and I'm curious what you think as a defenseman.
Oh, I better watch it.
But I
go.
don't think there was intent to injure on that from Morrissey.
Dude, we're gonna get copyrighted strike by this dumbass. This dumbass.
He literally didn't do anything.
He just kind of cut to the middle of the ice, and
Look at how many people put up stats.
you go ahead and shut the fuck
Holy
up.
shit, dude. Like,
I'm sorry, you have to battle for a wild card spot, so I don't want to hear it.
your goalie
You're
got
not
scored on
even
twice
guaranteed
by
to
Pew
make the
Suter.
playoffs. We've got the X-Buyer name already. Be quiet.
Nils Hoglander put up multiple points on him.
I'm okay with that. I fucking love Hoglander.
Dude,
I
so
want
do
a
I.
Canucks Jets series just for you two.
Dude,
And I'm
that'd be
gonna just-
fucking
that'd be so fun. That'd be
Me
great.
and Kylan are just gonna sit on the side and we're just gonna give you guys
Just
the
let
mics.
us go at it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't even be mad if we lost the series because it's like it's
Honestly,
Winnipeg, all right? Like,
But if the Jets lose, that should
if
be
the
the
Jets
funniest
lose.
shit ever.
oh my god,
If we lose in the first round to a team with a goalie who has no knees, I will not be happy.
dude, that'd be like the greatest moment ever.
Dude, April 12th, 7:30 p.m., we all got to do a watch party.
Four.
The national championship for the NCAA, the Frozen Four.
Oh, who?
Why would we do that?
Four looking like.
It's such a random ass.
Why
This
the
is
fuck?
this is the NCAA. This is the NCAA tournament. So the play-ins are going right now.
Yeah,
Why
let's
the-
see
Michigan
one or
State
two.
wins that.
Let's see one or two first round picks
I
beat
know,
up
right?
a bunch of other
I
fucking
would,
people.
I would
I love
rather
watching
go
college
hit up
hockey.
the
It's fun.
Hitman
Yeah.
and do one. I think they'd allow us in the stadium to do it. I would not be shocked if he allows us in the stadium to
I
do
was
it.
saying do a mobile podcast and just watch that. Dude, you don't want to watch
How
the
the fuck
national
do you
championship?
plan on watching?
No, I
that,
want to
though?
watch the Hitman. But the
I
thing
wanna
is, the
know.
national
It's on
championship.
In the
ESPN.
stadium podcast.
I think we
ESPN
could
too.
do it.
Dude, if we
I
could,
have
that's
ESPN
sick.
too.
I doubt it, but
I have
Genuinely,
ESPN
the
too.
national championship is some of the best hockey you'll ever watch.
I'll
Yeah.
wear a Hitman jersey on that too.
I
Dude,
think we
I have
could do
so
it
many
in the
Hitman
stadium
jerseys.
I know you
podcast.
do.
But
I wouldn't be
I'm
opposed to
not-
that, but I would love to do the watch along for the national championship as well. I think especially because you've got the two best, whatever teams it is, it's the two best teams in the nation. Those are always the hardest fought games in a year. Like
But
it's
I also
great
want to
hockey.
see Tanner Howe make other teams cry. You know? I know.
Pittsburgh Penguin
Yeah.
gonna be great for them.
Dude, he's gonna be gross.
He's gonna be
He's gonna be
so good on that
yucky,
team.
dude.
Unless they trade him for another fucking player that refuses to play for a Canadian team.
Yeah.
So is that all, D-Dawg? You got anything else you got off your chest?
Not really. Just fuck Oilers fans.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I mean, it's like do we even have Oilers fans that listen to this shit? Probably not.
I hope not.
The fact, the thing,
If
the
you're
fact
an
that
Oilers
Stuart
fan and you
Skinner-
listen to this, go away.
The fact we have fans at all is a minor miracle.
It really
It
is.
is a miracle.
Thank you.
The fact that we
Everyone
hit
that watches,
triple-digit
thank you for allowing us to
subscribers
keep
Yeah.
doing this.
It's crazy,
This is fun.
dude. What are we at? 120?
120. 120
Has it
and we
moved
haven't
in
posted.
weeks?
We haven't posted.
We
It's
haven't
been
posted.
That's fucking crazy, yeah.
It jumped up like 6 subscribers.
Boys,
since
we
haven't
need
posted.
to rent ice again. We need to,
We-
dude.
we-
I'll get on
So-
that. I'll get on it.
I
Alright,
think we are
'cause we
going to
could do
really
that
double
soon.
down for playoffs. That's my goal, at least. We're going to
I'm-
really double down for playoffs. I think
I'm
we're all going
happy
to be
to
good.
be. I'm here as many times as
Hey,
you guys need it.
Let's go.
Yeah, fuck
I
yeah,
want to get a
dude.
couple watch-alongs. I'm thinking we can maybe do like an Outside the Dome podcast, like a Red Lot pot. Guys,
Dude,
that's
let's
my idea.
just
We
have
could
the
do,
Flames make the playoffs
We could do
first.
post
That's
beer
a good
league
idea.
podcasts. Post beer league podcast.
That's a horrible
dude.
idea.
When we can,
Dude, Evan's
if
still
the
gonna have his
Jets
schlong
do
out.
go on a run
Yeah.
this year, if we do what we're supposed to do, we can do watch-alongs for that.
Dude,
'Cause
we can
I-
get-
I can promise you a Stanley Cup Finals series with the Winnipeg Jets involved. I am going to be so fucking loud.
Dude.
Like
All
it
right.
is.
I think we're going to wrap this
If,
up.
Yeah, I think we need to wrap
if the
it up.
Jets make it a second final, we are doing a in-person watch-along to every game because it'll be so funny to watch
Oh, we are,
Devin
100%.
cry as they get swept
Dude.
I think
by the Florida Panthers.
I think if it's
not gonna
Flames
happen.
Jets, I think if it's Flames Jets or if it's Canucks Jets, we have to do
Florida
at
doesn't
least
beat
like
us.
two in-person
Jones.
ones.
Dude, I think the Canucks beat you though. Just
Seth Jones is
just
go-
because fuck the Jets.
Seth Jones
I
is
think the
going to
Canucks
score on
win
himself
that.
in Game 7.
Canucks in
overtime.
5.
Yeah, Canucks
All
in
right,
5.
thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
yes.
I hate you, Parker. Shut up. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys. We'll be back next week.
We're
hopefully.
back.
See ya.
Alright,
We're
guys.
back.
Like, subscribe.